What up? What up? Day 78. Day 78. Yo, sometimes when I look in the camera, I'm like, yo, do I look 40? I don't be feeling like it. But every now and again, when I get tired, I be like, damn, I look 40. Anyways, let me let a couple people know. If you're watching this on replay, we're gonna go ahead and start this at the 1 minute mark. Okay, I just want me a little bet too. Yeah. I love to see it. Thunder and the Sixers. All right. Yeah, we're gonna start the 1 minute mark. So, topic of the day: how to deal with opposite sex interaction when in a relationship. Right, from both sides. We're gonna try to touch on all perspectives. Okay, I don't know if I should leave this up here for the people coming in. Yeah, I'll leave it up here for the people coming in. Maybe I'll hide it from time to time. All right. Hold up. My bad. I meant to turn that off. So I guess I'm talking. All right. Let's get some scenarios. So if your partner that you're with is uncomfortable with whatever opposite sex that you're dealing with, so maybe it's from a coworker or a business relationship of some sort, and they feeling uneasy. How do you handle it? I always felt like, listen, I don't want to give you reason to not trust me overall. So if you feeling uneasy, then I'm gonna cut that person off. It's no need. Or if it's a business situation, and my partner come to me like, yo, I don't know, something about her. People always say, oh, you should trust me. Nah, that's the wrong answer. If I tell my lady this, I mean, now let me speak from my perspective. If I tell my lady, yo, I'm not feeling old boy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that interaction. And she tells me, oh, you should trust me. She basically telling me, you shouldn't trust me. Because that's the first thing I'm going to think. I should trust you. No, I don't trust you. If you want me to trust you, then make me trust you by cutting that person off. That's how you earn the trust. You show me that I'm worth whatever I'm asking you to do, to stop doing. I'm worth more than that. Not that I gotta just trust you. No, if I see something with this particular guy, and this applies for both. I'm just speaking for me right now because, but it applies to both. So whatever I'm saying, that means if the woman feels the same way, it needs to apply to that man. But you gotta, if I feel uncomfortable with this person because of whatever it is, maybe I feel like, yo, he looking at you funny. He trying to get with you. He's, whatever. Don't if the first thing you say is, oh, like you bugging, I'm not gonna trust you. If you say, oh, I think you being jealous, I'm not gonna trust you. If you say, oh, you don't trust me, I'm not gonna trust you. Because those are all the indications that usually mean that you're doing something you ain't supposed to do. And even if you're not, because not all the time you're doing something you're not supposed to do. If I don't trust you, the way for me to gain your trust is for you to say, babe, you don't like it? Say less. That person's not that important to me. You're more important to me. Trust is earned. You know what I'm saying? It's earned. And sometimes you have to do things to earn a person's trust. You have to show them different things so you can My bad, y'all. I be getting all types of messages and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but sometimes you got to do things to earn that person's trust. You have to do things to show them that, hey, look, if you don't feel comfortable, then this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop talking to this person because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Now, if the person is every single time you interact with someone, they have something to say, then maybe they just jealous. Now that's a whole different ball game. But for the most part, if I'm saying, hey, I'm not comfortable with you talking to this person, I'm not comfortable with your interaction, you got to prove to me the same way I would do it to the lady. If a lady come to me and she's like, I don't like how this woman is looking at you, or she seems a little too giggly when you talking to her, or you know, then I'm gonna be like, I'm like, you sure, baby? She was like, yeah, all right. Because it's probably something I'm not noticing, and she's picking up on that vibe. And even if my lady is completely wrong, she could be completely wrong, but she just felt it for some odd reason. What is the purpose of going back and forth with her and making it a whole big deal? Because the more I go back and forth with her, the more she gonna feel like, maybe I'm hiding something. I don't want her to feel comfortable. Oh damn! I started this live. I forgot I got a car coming back. Okay. Well, this live ain't gonna be that long. But damn, I completely forgot. But either way, yeah, like my copper cup. You got to get that copper in. You know what I mean? That copper in your diet. Make sure you don't get them grays. This is not dyed, by the way. Yeah, I'm 40, but you don't see no grays. You feel what I'm saying? You got to get copper. Get you a copper cup. But if you use, I know we're veering off in the conversation. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get to the cup too. At the end of the day, make your partner feel comfortable. So whatever that thing is, it's the same thing with dressing. Both, men and women, right? If you dress in a certain way, and I'm like, yo, I don't really like that. Oh, you don't trust? Nah, fuck all that shit, yo. I don't trust you because you asking me, do I trust you? Instead of just saying you don't feel comfortable, that's cool. My dress, how I'm dressing, is not worth it. And the same thing with the fellas, fellas be wanting to wear the tight, gray sweatpants and all that stuff. If your lady like, where you going with that? Take it off, man. Why make it a big deal? There's no purpose of it. You're not like, it's not outweighing like, yo, I really want to wear this more than anything, and I think it's worth losing my lady. Doesn't make any sense. So stop with the whole, people just automatically assuming, oh, you're jealous or you're trying to control. No, I think you're up to something, because if I feel uncomfortable with it, why is it such a big deal for you to switch it? What is it? You're the one really this concerned about the control. You don't want to feel like you being controlled. That's a controlling thing in itself, because I'm not even trying to control you. I'm just trying to say, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. Same way, if once again, this is both parties. This is not one gender specific thing. I'm not comfortable with you talking to said person. I'm not comfortable with you, dressing this way, going out for this particular thing. You know what I mean? It shouldn't even be an argument. Make your partner feel comfortable. Because the more you make your partner feel comfortable, the better chance you actually have of doing whatever thing later on. Because now they're like, yo, I trust this person, because they earned the trust. They showed me that they're trustworthy by doing these particular things. But that shouldn't be your reason so you could do it later, because you may not still be able to do it later. You should do it because if you value your partner and you should want peace for your partner, right? Because peace for your partner is also going to elevate your peace. And you're not going to not have peace because you can't talk to this particular person of the opposite sex anymore. Like, oh, the girl at the gym that I'm cool with, but then you like, I don't like that interaction, and I'm over here like, yo, it's all good. I'm not going to feel uneasy because you told me, you know, you don't like that. But I will feel uneasy if we at home arguing all the time because of this girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna cut her off. She ain't worth it. I'd rather us be together. You know what I mean? Us have peace together. Because we the ones building, we the ones together. If you're living together, if you're married, whatever the case may be. So now back to the cup real quick. Copper cup. No grays. I know some of that is just overall taking care of myself. Genetics, maybe. I don't know about genetics as far as the grades, because my parents had grades. So I don't know. But either way, get you a copper cup. Make sure, I think I spoke on this on another video now that I'm thinking about it. But for those who didn't see that video, make sure that you don't put any acidic things in here. It should only be water. If you put acidic stuff, it'll strip too much of the copper. You get too much copper in your system. So keep it with just water in it. But it'll help. So you're not getting grays like that, you know. And like I said, this is not, I don't dye my beard. Somebody asked me that at the gym. Yeah, I did talk about this once before. So with that being said, everything being said, how do y'all feel? If your partner doesn't feel comfortable with you doing whatever, interacting with this person, how do you handle it? Do you just stop interacting, or do you try to argue your point on why they should trust you? Do you feel that a person acting is just jealous? Do you feel they're controlling? Put it in the comments. Let's have some conversation about it in the comments after the video, or even the comments now. But if you're watching a replay, put it in the comments. Get it going. Let's see what some, you know, y'all need to be arguing in my comments. Now, y'all don't need to be arguing, but y'all need to be having a debate, you know, a healthy debate if you have difference of opinion. But I feel like the easiest thing to do is just to make your partner feel comfortable. And at the end of the day, if talking to someone is causing conflict, what is the purpose? What are you getting out of it? Are you gaining more continuing to talk to said random person? Or are you gaining more from being in a relationship? You know, and and don't say, well, in some relationships, you know, it's bad, then you shouldn't be in that relationship. If the relationship is bad, that's a whole nother thing. You shouldn't be in it, period. Why are you in it? I don't understand why people stay in bad relationships for so long. You know what I mean? If the relationship is bad for a long period of time, it's time to go. It is what it is. But I just think that it's a lot easier to make a person feel comfortable. There's no wrong in that. You do that, things tend to work out well. You don't do it, and you try to fight for your right to do whatever you want to do, and usually it doesn't pan out well. And the weird thing is that people have not learned this shit yet. I don't understand. How haven't y'all learned that? It is way easier to just let someone else go and choose your relationship than to, you know, choose the other person and then try to make your relationship work. Y'all be making relationships hard for no reason. If my woman don't want me talking to this lady because she feels like this woman wants me, all right, cool. Now, if it's like business, but like it's like multi-million-dollar business, I'm like, all right, you gonna have to get over this one. You know what I mean? I'll keep it short. The conversations, you could see it on, you know, we could talk when I'm talking to a person on the phone. If you happen to be there, I'll put it on speaker and everything. But if we talking about some real money, you know what I mean? Something small, I'd be like, all right, that little bit of money ain't worth it. But if it's big money, then I'm like, look, I'm making this big money for us. So you're gonna have to get over it. You know what I mean? I might have to knock her down too, just so we could get this deal done. Get over it. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I know that was a contradiction, but that's the beauty of this, right? Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just being funny. All right. On that note, y'all ain't responding in the comments anyway, so I'm about to dead this. Yeah. Okay, now you responded. No, I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's $100 million deal, then listen. That should be a topic. I had that topic one time on Clubhouse. Like, what is the number that you will? What is the number that you will allow your person to sleep with somebody else for? Like, the whole indecent proposal. Like, what is the number? Is there a number? Because money talks. Let's keep it a buck. You said, what about in reverse? What you mean, what about in reverse? I was joking. There's always a what about in reverse. Like the whole thing was I addressed it as men and women. I said both parties, this is how it need to be done. I don't know if you caught it from the beginning, but this is how it's supposed to be done from the beginning. Like both men and women. If I'm with a woman and she wants me to stop talking to a woman, say less. If and vice versa. The knocking down for the deal thing, that was a joke. I was just being funny. Now for the multi-million dollar deal, not having sex, but just the deal, and we got a good chance of creating a good deal with this person. Then if you ask them what about in reverse dead, then in that situation the man gonna have to kind of get over it too. But you gotta be transparent the same way I would be transparent. You would have to be transparent with your communication. It don't need to be no hiding shit. You need to be very open with your communication. I was referring to the next topic you brought up. Haha. The indecent proposal. Yeah, I'm asking both of y'all. I'm asking not both of y'all. I'm asking both genders. What is the price? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was asking. What is the price that you would? The question was a broad question to whomever is watching. So for the people watching on replay, I'm responding to the comments, to the live stream comments. But the question is for whomever. What is the price that you feel? What is the number that if somebody proposed that to you, what would be that number? So, and I did that on Clubhouse. It was, it was a room full of men and women. We was just asking everybody, and then we went with I think we started at 100,000, and then 100,000 right now. You're in a relationship. Somebody asks, could I sleep with your person for 100,000? I think everybody said no. Maybe somebody who was extremely down and out say yeah, but then they also said they would leave that person. But I think everybody got a number where you you know what? You might have to go ahead and handle that, right? I don't know. Who knows? Is there a number? Is there a number? Because remember, you also the person that gotta in both situations. All right. So in one situation, you're sleeping with the person and your spouse gave you the permission. So then it's how do you look at your spouse? In the other situation, you're giving your spouse or partner, whatever, the permission to do it. You know what I mean? So it's a good question. I don't know my answer, so I'm not answering. The number for me to be okay with my man to sleep with another woman. Yeah. A woman comes up to you, presents you with $1 million to sleep with your man. What do you say? Don't take too long to answer because then it'll get quiet up in here. But what would you say? I asked, can I participate? All right. Hey, I ain't mad at that neither. You know what I mean? That's a good answer. What did she say no though? What did she say? No, I'm only into men. What is the number? Is a million okay? I would have to be like 500K minimum. Okay. Okay. And you'll stay with your man. Because some people were trying to say, I'll leave after. But that's crazy too, because then that means your relationship with that person is only worth whatever number they were saying on Clubhouse. I don't remember, this was like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. But I'm like, damn, so you'll leave your person for that amount? So if somebody just presented you with money to say, hey, would you leave your partner for this amount of money? Pretty much they'd be like, yeah, I'll leave them for 500,000 or a million. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them, like I said, was saying they would leave after. I think people just be talking shit, because let's keep it a buck. Money talks, and a lot of people will let that shit happen. I think the number for men will be higher. Okay, comment. I think the number for men for their ladies will be higher than for women for their men, because it just hits us a little bit deeper. But on that note, I gotta take care of some business. So thanks for watching. Peace.